welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching. I'm actually gonna do, and it's kind of, I apologize because I do have makeup on right now, so it's kind of not fair to really do it justice, I guess, of what I'm trying to talk about. But I'm gonna do an update on my skincare routine. It's been about 2 months that I have been using Proactiv Plus daily, and I have spoke about it through vlogs and stuff too, and you guys, if you watch my vlogs, you'll see without makeup, and you know, I still have some breakouts here and there, but overall, if you go back 2 months to when I began, totally night and day, totally. So I know that Proactiv is very, people love, hate it, and I actually agree, and I totally get it, but I do think it works. But having said that, with it coming to be about 2 months that I've used it now, and it is definitely better, I'm gonna kind of maybe start trying to wing off it a little bit and see how my skin does. But let me just go over what I've been doing. The sun does not know what it wants to do today. I have my lights over here, and then the sun's coming in here, which is good, but then it goes away. Anyway, it's kind of a different packaging than the original because this is Proactiv Plus, not just Proactiv. But, so this is what it looks like in the 3-piece system. Just, excuse me. This is what it is. So you start with your cleanser, and I just leave this pretty much in my shower, and I just cleanse my face, and then you follow it up with this. It's just a serum, and then basically the moisturizer. It's a hydrator, but yeah. I've also been, instead of just doing the 3-piece, which is totally fine, you can do that, I've also been doing this as well. It is the Advanced Dark Spot Correcting Serum, and basically what it's supposed to do is help with scarring and lighten it up. So, I don't know how you say it, hydroquinone? That's like the active ingredient in it for skin lightener, essentially. So I've been doing the cleanser, then this, then the serum, then the hydrator. So it's a little bit of a process. I think technically when you do it, you cleanse your face and you follow it up with the serum. You're supposed to do that, let that sit for a little bit, and then put the hydrator on. And if you're adding that 4th step, then let that sit for a little bit, then do it. I'm kind of, like, I mean, I do it, but I don't really wait all that long between each step. I'm just like, okay, I don't know. Like I said, it's been about 2 months. I had used this previously though over the summer of 2015, and it did help a lot, and I kind of got off of it, and it stayed, my skin was pretty good for about 3 months. You know, occasionally here and there, but a lot better than it was. Then all of a sudden, early December, it came back. So that's why I continued on with it. So real quick too, I should have probably said that, but I am extremely oily skinned. I really am. With it being winter, I've definitely been better for sure on not being so oily. And so that's been kind of nice in itself, but I know that it's just because of that, and that's still not, I am oily. And so I'm also very, very sensitive skin, and that combination kind of sucks. I mean, because it's one of those, like, oily skin, typically you need something, and acne prone, you kind of need something harsh, if you want to call it that, harsh. That's how I always describe it, harsh. But at the same time, when you're sensitive, that's the downfall, you know? It's so weird too, because it really is just my, like, face. It's like the rest of me and stuff. I mean, I'm not going to say, oh, beat me up, but like, I don't really suffer from anything, or nothing really irritates me too much that I've come across on as far as the rest of my skin, but my face, oh, I mean, my goodness. So when you use this, even on the directions on it, it will say for the very first, if you try this for the very first time, do 1 week, the first week, use it once a day, even though technically it says to use it morning and night, twice a day. But it's because you want to see, make sure your skin reacts okay to it. Because of being so sensitive, I only use it once a day, even these last 2 months. Like, I didn't even just do that for 1 week. I did it the whole time and still am. If I use it twice a day, what happens for me is I become like red velvet, and that's how I describe it. Is it's literally my skin gets just red and feels like velvet. And as much as velvet may be soft, it's not cute on your face, especially when it's also red. But it's just, I think because of the benzoyl peroxide and the salicylic acid in it, it's a lot. It's a lot of medicated product on your face, and it's just harsh. So, but I do think it works. It really does. I also suffer from cystic acne. So you'll get like the little whitehead type pimples that come up, and that happens to me, it does. But I also get the deep ones that are like under the skin, and that's basically known as cystic acne. And I've even actually had, you can't really see it, even when I don't have makeup on, it's very hard to just see, but I've actually had one cyst removed from my face. This has been years. And I mean, so technically I have like a cut, like a scar right here, and it's probably a good, almost inch. But it's healed so well, and that was a big thing of mine. I was like, really? Like, I don't want that. But it was, the dermatologist at the time told me, like, it's interesting how your skin on your face actually heals very, very differently than the rest of you. And so, like I said, the scarring, I can see it if I really look, but you don't really just notice it. Anyway, but the point is, it's like I've always suffered with cystic acne, and sometimes what can happen is they can even become infected underneath the skin, and there's nothing you can do about it. Like, you can't surface it, you can't really fix it, and sometimes they go away and then they'll come back, and that was what that one was always doing, and eventually it was just done. We're done. And so, but having said that, I still do get some cystic acne, but this definitely helps with that too, of just keeping it down and not it sucks because it's so painful too. It hurts, and this really helps. This helps with the whitehead kind too, just the little ones. It really, really does help. So I would definitely recommend it. One of the big things though that people say about it that sucks, and I kind of agree, I'm kind of hitting that point too right now where I feel like, yes, it's working for me. I don't have a lot of breakouts. If I do, it's 1 or 2, and that ain't that bad. But it almost kind of just stops. It's almost like, okay, it did what it's going to do for you, the end. And I feel like it's not necessarily getting any like better than what it is now. And so it's kind of like your skin gets used to it. It's kind of like shampoo too, right? Like, you love a shampoo, but if you use it for months and months and months, usually your hair, like, it may have like reacted so well to it, and now it's getting drier and drier, and it's like, oh, go change your shampoo, and it's amazing, like it's kind of the same thing. So I kind of want to try to maybe get off it again. We'll see, I don't want it to all come back and have to basically start all over again. So I don't know. I'm just kind of, maybe I'll try every other day for a little bit too with it and see how that goes. Because like I said too, only once a day is what I'm doing as it is. Also, what I have been doing, so I do wash my face twice a day. I do, but like, I don't use that twice. I've been using, it's kind of gross because it's been in my shower too, but it's the Glam Glow Daily Treatment Cleanser, and it's the Mud to Foam one. It's kind of weird. It's all black. It's weird, but it feels really good on the skin. It does. It's like the charcoal one. This isn't the mask. This is actually the daily cleanser. And so I've been using that my second wash of the day, or my first, whatever it is I'm feeling. I just make sure I get one of each every day, and it seems to be working for me. I feel like the scarring too, with this whole skin lightener thing, it's definitely better, but I also feel like it's kind of like, okay, we did as much as we can do and we're done now. And So yeah, I'm kind of at, I don't know if I want to do something very different or maybe just kind of wing off of the Proactiv and just maybe even do extra of this one and see what happens. It's hard, and especially being a girl, like, I mean, that's all I can speak to, right? But, you know, hormones and all that, it's just certain times of the month, and what if you eat something, a certain, you know, too much of something, that can have an effect on it. And so that's the other thing too, is like, you know, we have recently decided to start eating very much plant-based, and that's gonna, I think, help a lot. And a lot of water will help your skin a lot and keep it hydrated, not oily, hydrated. It's different. And in my mind, it's like, well, I don't want hydration. Well, it's not really true. You know, so we'll see. But with that said, when you do change your diet from what it's been for so long, you could also have that kind of adverse effect of, like, you know, the toxins are actually getting out of your body. So sometimes you can break out even more in the beginning until it gets better. You know, it gets worse before it gets better. So we'll see. We will see what happens. Point is, I did want to give you guys an update on it, and I do recommend it. I really do. I would try to get you guys like prices or something on it. We have a kiosk in our mall that actually sells it, because a lot of places don't, you can't just go get it. You have to order it online. But we've had that kiosk there for a long time too, actually. And I want to say this is the 3-month system, like size wise, because they have smaller ones too. And I want to say it's 120 or 130 for 3 months. And then if you buy just the 1 month supply, I want to say that's 40, 50, something like that. It's cost effective to buy, you know, the bigger ones, but at the same time, if you're new to it, you kind of want to see how you are going to react to it. Yeah, so if you are acne prone and you are oily skinned, I would recommend it. And if it isn't something you've tried, try it, you know, because I see it all the time too, like even on Facebook and makeup group pages and stuff, like, what can I do? And they'll even send like a picture of their skin, and like, it's just, I'm like, oh, looks like mine, you know, or was. And I'm like, you know, it's hard to recommend something that you know is going to be a little harsh potentially on someone, but it does work. It does, or it has for me. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to say it's been 2 months since I've been doing it, and I'm sure you guys can see a difference too. Although, real quick, and I think I mentioned this in a vlog recently, I don't know what it is. I have no idea if there's a correlation to using Proactiv, or it just happened, but I have been getting a ton of little blackheads on my face, more than usual. And I'm like, well, obviously I'm cleansing my face, my skin good enough to help with acne. I can't say I'm doing it wrong, right? And it's, I don't know why that's kind of what I've been getting more of. I can get them. It's kind of gross, but you know, you just kind of get them. And, but yeah, that's the only kind of side effect right now that I've really been like, so weird to me. I can't really peg why that's happening. But like I said, maybe it's just something else and it has nothing to do with that though too. I don't know. It's just kind of funny. Like, okay. I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything else. If you've used Proactiv in the past, which I have long time ago, and you might think, well, it didn't work for me or I don't like it. Proactiv Plus is a little different. It really is. And I do prefer this system more than Proactiv for sure, the original. So, you know, maybe try the new one and see, because the serum is a lot nicer. I don't like that the original came with like the second step was like the toner, and it was more of that, like put it on a cotton and do that. I didn't like that. I felt like it burned and I did not like it. And this is more of like a lotiony serum. So it's a little bit different, and it's a little bit nicer, I would say, as far as the harshness, but it's still, for me, it's still kind of harsh. But yeah, Anyway, I just wanted to kind of give you an update. If you guys have any questions of something I may have left out about it, pro to it, but I just have used it off and on for many, many years in my life, and it does work while using it, but I do think it kind of does hit that point of like, okay, we did what we can for you and now we're done. And so it's finding that balance of, do you have to really stay on it forever? And if you get off of it, what's going to happen? How long are you going to make it without it coming back? All that. And the sun's coming out. I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update and just kind of talk about how the system works and how it's worked for me and what kind of skin I have. And here we are. But yeah, I'm sorry guys, I was totally wearing makeup and I was like, I'm going to do this, but I'm like, okay, it's kind of a bad video to do without, you should do it without makeup really. But like I said, I have many vlogs up or even lighter makeup looks as of recently, and you'll see, you will see still some breakout, but definitely better than it was. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you have not already, and I will see you guys very, very soon.